I was given a Macintosh 128 as one of the first 100 people in the Mac vision. If you think about it, from 84 to 2007, that's 20-something years. I've probably had 50 Macs. Well, I think the main thing that touched most people is at the time, all the press was bad about Apple. Apple's gonna die, Macintosh's market share was slipping, there's no software, there's no hardware, everything was coming off. When Apple creates, through engineering, something very cool that people want to buy, it does well. And when it doesn't, it doesn't. So, guess what? Newton didn't succeed. Apple III didn't succeed. Lisa didn't succeed. Macintosh was the mega hit. But what was the first company that really made CD-ROM drives on every computer? Guess what? It was Apple. Guess who democratized 802.11? Airport and Apple, right? And so, how about FireWire? Who made that a standard? How about USB? So after a while, it's not just a big hit. It's also, you could say that these revolutions were caused by little uprisings that Apple's, made successful. The mouse. Now, someone could say, well, Park had the mouse and all that, but you know what? Park didn't make it a commercial success. After it does it, one thing you always have to say is, how come nobody else did this before, right? There's nothing like mythical about the iPod and the wheel, right? Anybody could have done that. So wouldn't you think that some of these computer companies would say, aha, Apple does well because it has beautiful products. So how much could the most expensive industrial designer in the world cost? $1 million a year in salary? $2 million a year? $5 million? I'll tell you what, I'll take you to Fry's and I will show you lines of crap. Ugly portables, ugly towers, ugly monitors, ugly MP3 players. Why is that? I guess in a sense it proves the point that these people don't know what to steal. They don't know what to steal. I cannot explain how Steve comes up with these things because he has a different operating system. And so mere mortals cannot understand him. So that's why when people try to understand him and his quirks and all that, they get very frustrated because you can't. It would be like telling a fish how to understand how a bird feels flying. It cannot be. The fish is stuck in the water, the bird is soaring. It's a different operating system. That's what it is. I don't think you could change the DNA of Apple if you tried. So Apple's DNA is in building cool stuff. It's an engineering company. They can say they're marketing and all that, but a marketing-driven company is a company that theoretically listens to the market and deliver what the market says it wants. You could say many things about Apple, but that ain't one of them, okay? They don't listen to anybody. Apple's idea of market research is, Steve's right hemisphere is connected to his left hemisphere. That's the focus group. You could make the case that Apple III wasn't his, and Newton wasn't his, and Lisa wasn't his. So the only time it flubbed or stubbed its toe was when Steve wasn't behind it. Now, post-Steve, if you bring in some dickhead who thinks that he's mini Steve, and he too is a visionary, and he too understands what people need but cannot express. So this dickhead is going to say, all right, so this is what I've decreed people will want, and I'm the new Steve Jobs. The company will implode. I can't build a case that it's going to be easy to find another Steve Jobs. It may not be that you want another Steve Jobs, because there can be no other Steve Jobs. The core of Apple is to change the world, and that has not changed. I don't think it can. I don't think it could change if you tried to change it. Apple II changed the world. Macintosh changed the world. iPod changed the world, and maybe this phone will change the world. So, that's 5 things. You can't call that luck.